Hey everyone, welcome back to Noiseberry Wrestling. Another AEW pay-per-view is coming up, Worlds End 2024, so I wanted to do some predictions for it. I'm recording my predictions on a Friday morning, so that's the day before the pay-per-view. I think there should be a Rampage and/or Collision tonight at the time of recording, so there may be a couple of matches added, but hopefully not too many. I've only got 8 matches on my list right now, so there might be some more added, but I imagine these are the important ones. As usual, I get the list of matches from Wikipedia, so I just go off the order that's on Wikipedia, which I think in this case is the order the matches were announced, because the ordering's a little bit weird, but we'll get into it. No pre-show matches announced at the time of recording, so not going to be predicting those, but those usually don't really matter very much. So we're going to go right into the first match listed, which is one of the Continental Classic semi-final matches will be Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. So the way the Continental Classic works this year is you get both the semi-finals and the final matches on the World's End show. Last year, or whenever they ran it last, it was just the finals on the show. This year it's the semi-finals and the finals. So I guess we should probably just talk about them all together. So the other semi-final match is Kazuchika Okada versus Ricochet. Okada is the current champion, so he's defending his Continental Championship. So basically, the winner of Ospreay versus Fletcher will face the winner of Okada versus Ricochet for Okada's Continental Championship. So my prediction for these matches is that Kyle Fletcher will beat Will Ospreay, Kazuchika Okada will beat Ricochet, and then Fletcher will go on to face Okada in the finals, and Fletcher will win. Couple of reasons for this. Fletcher versus Ospreay, I think, is probably like the 3rd or 4th time they've done this match this year. They're really pushing Fletcher. Fletcher is awesome. Ospreay's still a little bit banged up, so he's got an excuse for losing to Fletcher. Fletcher could obviously also cheat with Don Callis, so it's definitely not out of the question for him to win there, and I think he did actually beat Ospreay clean in one of their matches anyway. For Okada and Ricochet, my prediction is they're going to kind of solidify a double turn that they've been teasing for a little bit. Ricochet is leaning into his really annoying heel-ish character, and I think he's going to like fully pull the trigger and turn heel when Okada beats him. I think Ricochet's going to like snap and beat Okada down after the match to weaken him for later in the night. And Okada's not super affiliated with the Elite right now anyway, so I feel like they could potentially turn him back babyface. That's my prediction, what's happening here. And then yeah, like I said, for the Fletcher versus Okada match, Okada will have been beaten down after his match with Ricochet, so Fletcher will be able to pull out the win and become the new Continental Champion. That's my prediction for that whole series of matches. Next, we've got one that I found very, very difficult to predict. This is the 4-way match for the AEW World title between Jon Moxley, Orange Cassidy, Hangman Adam Page, and Jay White. Really, really tricky to predict this one, I thought. I feel like the obvious choice is, you know, the other 3 kind of in fight, and Moxley just pulls out the win, kind of similar to what he did a Dynamite ago, not this past week, but the week before. I think he got in the ring, rolled up Orange Cassidy while Page and White were fighting, and got the win. So that's kind of the obvious choice. I didn't want to go for the obvious choice. I went for Jay White as my prediction. It's a 4-way match. Anything can happen, really. I feel like Moxley with the title just shoved away in a briefcase was fine for a very, very short time. Definitely outlived its interest at this point, so I wanted to something new to happen, so I just said Jay White. We'll see. Next is MJF versus Adam Cole in a singles match for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. I don't think anybody is looking forward to MJF versus Adam Cole. This storyline has been dead on its feet, like Walking Dead for what, like a year and a half or something. Just the most cursed storyline in AEW. No interest in it whatsoever. I used to be a big Adam Cole fan, and I am just so sour on this guy now. The fact that he came back from his injury, you know, horrible injuries, really feel for him, obviously. But he came back from his injuries looking skinnier and smaller than ever and paler than ever. I don't think he's sniffed a gym for the last year, and his first 2 matches back are with Buddy Matthews, who's like maybe like about the same size height-wise, but probably weighs like twice Adam Cole. And his other match was against Malachi Black, who just has such an aura and looks amazing and works amazing. And of course, he beat both of them. I just feel like Adam Cole's booking does not line up with his appearance and his in-ring performance anymore. All that aside, obviously I don't really want Adam Cole to win this. He's already beaten enough people. I think eventually they will move the Dynamite Diamond Ring off of MJF. I just don't think it's happening this year, so yeah, I said MJF will win this match. Next we got Mariah May versus Thunder Rosa in a Tijuana street fight for the Women's World title. This should be a super fun match. Tijuana street fight sounds great. We'll get tables and chairs and weapons and stuff like that. I don't think there's any world where Thunder Rosa wins this match at all. I think they're setting up for a continuation or kind of the next chapter of a story with Mariah May and Toni Storm. Toni is not strictly involved in this storyline right now. She's just come back as Rockstar Toni. She supposedly does not remember anything about the timeless Toni Storm era, but I read a great comment on Reddit after Dynamite a couple of weeks ago where someone said this is all going to lead to rookie Toni becoming Mariah May's understudy, and it'll be kind of like a flipped version of the storyline they did already, and I thought that sounded great and is probably quite likely. So yeah, I'm sure this is going to lead to Mariah May versus Toni Storm again at some point. Thunder Rosa is not winning the title here. Next we got Konosuke Takeshita versus Powerhouse Hobbs for the International Championship. I haven't seen much build for this one, so maybe this was on Collision and or Rampage. Yeah, I don't know much backstory for this one. Again, I think Takeshita will probably lose the title at some point. Hobbs could do it. He's recently back. He's pretty hot right now. He's being a good babyface. I just don't really see it right now. Could happen, but yeah, I predicted that Takeshita will retain here. And the final match on the card I have right now is Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander for the TBS title. I'm still really mad about Chris Statlander's babyface turn, where she was literally heel 1 week and babyface the next with no explanation whatsoever. Cannot get behind her as a babyface just because she did not do a proper turn back to it. All that aside, this was a pretty difficult one to predict. I went with Mercedes is going to retain because I think she's probably going to lose the New Japan Strong title on January 4th or January 5th, whichever one she's on, because she's scheduled to defend that belt against Mina Shirakawa on, I think it's probably the January 5th, the Wrestle Dynasty show. She's scheduled to defend that belt. I think she's probably going to lose it to Mina there, and I think they probably want Mercedes to have at least one belt, so I think they're going to keep the TBS Championship on her, so I said Mercedes would retain. There you go, those are my predictions for World's End 2024. I'll have a little table up on screen right now so you can have a little look at all of them if you want. Hopefully no super impactful matches get announced between this video and the start of the show. Fingers crossed I get this up before anything gets announced so I don't look like a complete idiot. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of these predictions. Let me know yours in the comments below. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. And also stay tuned for not a top 5 matches of the year, but just a video where I talk about some of my favorite matches of the year coming up very soon. Can't quite remember what day I put it up for. Maybe the 31st. Look for it. Okay, thanks. Bye.